In the morning when I rise, give me Jesus.
Good morning. So I looked up the definition of wisdom. It means good sense, good judgment, clear-sightedness, common sense. It is being able to deal with insight in the struggles and the problems and the difficulties that happen in this world. Deal with them in a way that's positive, uplifting, and gives victory. Well, how you doing with that? Are you lacking wisdom? Well, if anyone lacks wisdom, just ask God. He is the one true God, the one God of wisdom. That's what we learned in Romans. And so we go to God to get wisdom. Well, today we're going to talk about faith, and it's critical that you have faith when you need wisdom. So I'm in James, and today we're going to look at verses 6 through 8. So starting in 6, it says this: if you need wisdom, ask God, but you must ask in faith without doubting. Boy, that's critical. For the one who doubts is like the surf of the sea, driven and tossed by the wind. See, someone who doesn't believe and believe only, that's what Jesus said. Someone who believes but doubts, then he's like the waves of the sea. They come and go. You are vulnerable to the lies of the enemy because it's not settled in you. Faith is settled. And once it's settled, then you stand on it. It's truth. It's a rock, and you rest on it. Verse 7, that man who is tossed by the sea, he ought not to expect that he will receive anything from the Lord. That's a hard verse. So if someone prays for healing and they don't get healed, what are you going to tell them? That they didn't have faith? Well, I don't know. But if they doubted, they shouldn't expect to receive anything from the Lord. See, that's really a hard teaching. Don't tell somebody they don't believe. They don't want to hear that they don't believe, but the truth is, not many do. Because the reality is, every time someone believes and trusts God for something, the enemy comes and brings doubt. It says in Mark, don't let that doubt get into your heart. Because if the doubt gets into your heart, you're like the waves of the ocean. You come and go. You believe any lie that comes along. And don't expect to receive anything from the Lord if that's the situation. No, faith is sure. Faith is something that you stand on. Faith is something that people can't take away from you. Verse 8, if you're the one that's doubting, then you're a double-minded man, unstable in all your ways. See, when you don't believe and stand, when you don't believe and it's settled, when you don't believe only, you're unstable. Have you ever tried to get on a boat and you got 1 foot on the shore and 1 foot on the boat, and then the boat starts moving and you're about to fall in the water because the truth is you're unstable because it hasn't settled in you. You're not on the land and you're not on the boat. Well, when you believe only, you're on one or the other, so believe only. Do you need wisdom? Ask. And when you hear God speak, run with the truth and the wisdom that He gives you. Don't doubt and don't be unstable. No, have the kingdom that comes to you when you ask God for it. So God bless you. You believe only, and now you can rest in the truth of Jesus because He is truth. I look forward to being with you tomorrow. We'll see what else James has to say about walking boldly, having it settled in our walk with the Lord. I'll see you tomorrow.
Give me Jesus. Give me Jesus. You can have all this world, but give me energy.